check out, see what's going on in the world of Diddy in Diddy land, or in other words, the definitive person that when you always say how bad, or whenever you think about how bad you got it, remember somebody else has it worse than you. That's Diddy now for everybody. Just remember, however bad things are going for you, Diddy. Right? Diddy. Just remember that. Unless you're Harvey Weinstein, and then, it's kind of 50-50, right? Unless you're Harvey Weinstein, then it's kind of 50-50 here. All righty. Recap of Diddy trial. Kid Cudi says his Porsche was torched after Sean Combs learned he was dating Cassie Ventura. I don't know who Cassie Ventura is. Is that somebody he dated? Let's get crazy. Was she on Making the Band or something? Long-term relationship with Sean Diddy Combs. From 2007 to 2018. Wow. She filed a lawsuit against Combs alleging that she had... Oh, so she's one of the people that filed the... She's one of the people that filed one of the many lawsuits. Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, my God. I'm a mega idiot. She's the one. Cassie Ventura is the one that they found, or they got the video of her, her and Puffy, Diddy, whatever, grabbing her and throwing her around. It was like a hotel hallway. This led to Combs issuing a video apology where he acknowledged the incident. On May 12, 2025, Ventura began testifying in the federal sex trafficking, racketeering, prostitution case against Combs, detailing the abuse he subjected to her while they were dating. Man, dude, that is so brutal for somebody to have to go through. Seriously, like the strength that entails. The musical artist Kid Cudi, a celebrity makeup... Oh, I was like, wait, what? I thought they were saying Kid Cudi was a celebrity makeup artist. I was like, man, he's really... I thought he was acting now, but geez. And a hotel employee were among those who testified Thursday to end the second week of testimony in Sean Diddy Combs' federal racketeering and sex trafficking trial. I wonder how long this trial is going to go on. You think it'll go on longer than 6 months? I mean... trial against the president only lasted not even a couple of days, and that was impeachment. That's like, I don't want to say worse, but it's definitely not worse for the victims, but it's a pretty serious case. The rapper, referred to in court as Scott Mescudi, provided the most dramatic testimony of the day. Really? Okay, this has got to be some shocking stuff. If we're talking about sex trafficking, the freak offs, and Kid Cudi has got the most shocking testimony. He accused Combs of breaking into his home and being involved with the destruction of his porch, which was set fire with a Molotov cocktail. Whoa, dude! Oh man. Did the Molotov cocktail have baby oil in it? You think, right? Because he had so much baby oil, you think he bought Molotov cocktail stuff in bulk too? The prosecution used each witness to try and bolster the court accusations that Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura laid out on the stand last week. Prosecutors have now called 16 witnesses over 2 weeks. The trial is expected to resume on Tuesday after the Memorial Day weekend, with testimony from Combs' former director of marketing, Capricorn Clark, and members of the LAPD and LAFD. Prosecutors have argued that Combs, some of his inner circle, used threats, violence, drugs, bribery, arson, kidnapping, and lies to coerce Cassie Ventura and another woman into participating in sex parties he called freak-offs. The freak-off. And to protect the music mogul's reputation. The defense has acknowledged Combs was violent with romantic partners during the opening statements and he had a bit of a different sex life. Wow. They also said that while Combs is a very flawed individual, he has not committed the alleged federal crimes. I mean, okay. I mean, there's already video footage of what he did to this Cassie Ventura. So, I mean, you know, that's what we've seen. That's what we've seen. Mescudi testified about what happened after Combs learned about his relationship with Cassie Ventura. Bro, this artist, man, I saw somebody else talking about this artist. Like, I get they only have a few seconds, but, bro, they're fucking Diddy up. And, oh, Kid Cudi, bro. I'm sorry, man. As he entered court for his testimony, Mescudi, who was wearing a leather jacket, did not appear to make eye contact with Combs as he walked down the center aisle to the witness stand. Yeah, I would assume not. Combs remained facing forward. Mescudi, 41, said he met Ventura around 2008 and briefly dated. He believed at the time they started dating, Ventura was not romantically involved with Combs anymore. She just went to his freak-offs. That's not the same thing. Ventura called him, Kid Cudi, scared around 6 a.m. and said Combs had found out that she and Mescudi were dating. He testified Ventura was nervous that Combs would go to Mescudi's house, so they went to a nearby hotel. Ventura testified last week that she was at a freak-off with Combs when he found out about her relationship with Combs. See? Oh, what did I say? Isn't that what I said? I was messing around, but that's what I said. She said Combs was super angry and lunged at her with a wine bottle opener, but she managed to get out and had Mescudi pick her up. There, they learned that Combs and an associate were inside Mescudi's house. On the way back to his house, Mescudi called Combs. I said, "You in my house? I want to talk to you," Combs said, according to Mescudi. "I'm over here waiting for you." Dude, you break into somebody's house, and you're like, "Yeah, I want to talk to you, bro." When he arrived home, Combs was not there. Mescudi said he noticed his home security cameras had been moved. Inside the house, some gifts had been opened, and his dog was locked in the bathroom. He called the police, filed a police report about the break-in. Mescudi spent the Christmas holidays with Ventura and her family in Connecticut in the following days, but the pair broke it off on New Year's Eve. That's the even more brutal part about it, man, is like if you're going to date somebody like that, right, like, I've been so briefly, like, man. Mescudi Mescudi also said he got a call from his dog sitter one morning in January and told his Porsche vehicle was on fire. It looked like the top of my Porsche was cut open and there was a Molotov. Why would you put? What's the point of a Molotov? Like, Molotov cocktails got to be thrown, man. After the vehicle fire, set up a meeting with Combs at the Soho House in Los Angeles. Could you imagine that, dude? Soho House, like. The most, like, prestigious club or whatever the fuck. And it's like, did you set my car on fire, motherfucker? When asked by the prosecution why he asked for the meeting, Mescudi said, I knew he had something to do with it. The defense objected to the response, and the judge sustained the objection, meaning the jury cannot consider his response as evidence. I've never understood that. Like, yeah, they can't consider it, but, like, how are they not gonna? You know what I mean? Like, I guess, like, in a very literal term, but... like, you know, that makes all that circumstantial evidence just, like, tilt one way or the other. When he arrived to the meeting, Sean Combs was standing there, staring out the window with his hands behind his back like a Marvel supervillain. Yeah, especially at Soho House. Several jurors, many courtroom spectators laughed at the description. Yeah, I would have said Bond villain, personally, but, you know. When Mescudi asked about his car, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, look, Diddy's dumb, but he ain't that dumb, you know? At one point, Mescudi pulled his hand out of a handshake. Combs asked him what was wrong, saying he thought they were cool. Mescudi confirmed with Combs that his word was that he didn't have anything to do with the damaged Porsche. Mescudi testified that he thought Combs was lying. Yeah. They ran into each other again at Soho House, and Combs apologized. Man, I just want to apologize for everything. He said he found peace with the situation with Combs. That's the last thing I expected to get from him. On cross-examination, Mescudi confirmed DNA was collected from his vehicle, but he did not hear anything else about the results. DNA testing for a car bombing? I mean, I guess, but no one was arrested. Yeah. Mescudi said he had been in contact with Ventura almost daily for about a year when their relationship ended. They just stopped talking. She played you, right? Defense attorney Brian Steele asked. Yes. What? Why? On direct examination, Mescudi said he and Ventura broke up because the drama had become too much. He said he was concerned for his and Ventura's safety because I knew Sean Combs was violent. He also said he thought Combs was lying when he said at the Soho house that he didn't know about the car's damage. After his testimony, Mescudi thanked those who have been checking in on him in a video posted on his Instagram account. It really means a lot to me. Yeah, man, dude, like, bro, like, I mean, Kid Cudi has had, like, shit luck with, like, mentors, right? First of all, Kanye West, who's another guy we should probably talk about, was his, like, mentor. He's the one who, like, you know, discovered him, whatever, signed him, all that stuff. And then he starts dating Diddy's ex. Whoo, buddy. On top of all of that, like, Kid Cudi's, like, one of the most vocal people about his mental health journey. So it's like, dude. Oh, God, I feel so bad for him. Although, you know, he's rich and I'm not, so, you know. Used excessive amounts of oil. We're still on that, huh? Frederick Ziemer, the general manager of L'Hermitage Hotel in Beverly Hills, testified about several internal notes associated with the Sean Diddy Combs guest profile at the hotel. The profile was first created under the name Sean Combs in December 2006, but went under other names, including Jackie Starr, Frank White, Frank Black, and Ryan Lopez. Ooh. One internal note noted Combs always spills candle wax on everything and uses excessive amounts of oil. Place the room out of order upon departure for a deep cleaning. Please authorize an extra $1,000 when guest stays with us to cover any room damages. Bro, could you imagine the kind of level you got to be on where it's like, I know I'm going to go into this hotel. I know I'm going to screw it up. Whatever. Like, just repeatedly. Like, it's one thing, like, you go and, like, you know, like the rock star style or whatever, and then you get too drunk and blah, 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 whatever. But, like, to be willingly, like, yeah, I'm going to go fuck this hotel room up. Dude, man, that's, like, an extra level. Is that what these motherfuckers are out here doing with their money? Just like, yeah, I'm purposely going to go and destroy a hotel room. Man, like, dude, it's just like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you shouldn't, you know, beat up women, all this stuff. But, like, if he's into, like, BDSM or whatever, like, there's sex workers that'll do that. Like, obviously, it's got to be consensual and nobody can get, you know, actually hurt and that sort of thing. But, like, there are sex workers that will fulfill his fantasies. You know what I mean? As long as they're, you know, like I said, as long as it's not, like, physically hurting anybody. But a little, you know, like those toys they use and stuff. Like, if that doesn't fulfill your fantasies, bro, I don't know, man. Makeup artist describes alleged assault after a Prince party. Oh, my God. Prince just gets him in the mood to beat people up, huh? Mila Morales. Is that Spider-Man? We got Spider-Man testifying. Testified on Thursday about a 2010 incident between Combs and Ventura in which Combs became violent after attending a party at Prince's house. Oh, that's very funny to me. The incident was first described by Ventura in her testimony on May 14th. She testified she attended the party at Prince's house without telling Combs, who later burst in the room at her hotel, beat her, and threw luggage at her. Is that the one that was on video? On the stand Thursday, Morales said Combs came into the hotel where they were staying and asked, "Where the F is she?" He went into a room with Ventura, closed the door. Shortly after, Morales heard yelling and screaming. "I was just frantic. I didn't know what to do." Later, Combs stormed out of the hotel room, and Ventura was distraught and injured. on top of all of that, imagine I would be so embarrassed. Like, there have been times where I've gotten drunk and, like, definitely not hit anybody, but, like, embarrassed myself with my girlfriend, like, said things I didn't mean or whatever. And, like, dude, if somebody else was around, I would be mortified. But this dude just rolls up in there. He's like, yep, I'm going to destroy this hotel room. I'm going to beat the shit out of her. I don't care. Man. She had a swollen eye and a busted lip and knots on her head. Dude. Holy smokes, this guy sucks. On cross-examination, Morales confirmed that she did not see what happened between Combs and Ventura inside the... That's what his attorneys were like, yeah, but did you see it? George Kaplan, a former executive assistant for Combs, began his testimony on Wednesday, returned to the stand on Thursday, testified that he left the job after seeing the hip-hop mogul be violent with Ventura and another woman. The central reason I left my job as Mr. Combs' assistant was that I was not comfortable or aligned with the physical behavior that had been going on that I had seen pieces of over the course of a couple of months. He didn't want to be a party to fixing those types of things. Kaplan, who testified under an immunity order, said that he worked at Combs Enterprises from 2013 till December 2015. Said he witnessed Combs' violence against Ventura in late 2015 on a private jet. In another instance, Combs called Kaplan to the master bedroom, and Ventura was crying in the bed, holding her head in her hands and visibly bruising on her face. He did not intervene or call the police either time. He threw apples, which he could not identify as decorative or real, at another girlfriend. Despite the incident, he said he has kept in touch with Combs and reaches out on his birthday every year. Kaplan said the job was once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and that's where you get the problems, is because this power dynamic, these people will never tell on these people. In court, Kaplan looked over at Combs during testimony, and the two appeared to smile at each other. As Kaplan left the room, he nodded, and God, bro. And, like, was that his, like, said he witnessed Combs' violence against Ventura? I mean, angrily throw apples, which he could not identify as decorative or real. So what, did he get to him and is like, just minimize it as much as he could? Right? Like, I get, right? Because it's like, if he technically didn't see the violence, I don't know. Kid Cudi recalls his Porsche being torched. Rapper testified, chaotic aftermath. I don't think there's anything here that we didn't read. His testimony is important to the government's narrative that Mr. Combs used violence while running a criminal enterprise that engaged in sex trafficking and racketeering. I mean, if all it is about his car, I don't see how that really involves sex trafficking other than his violence towards what's her name. But, like, Molotov cocktail in a car, you know, isn't really evidence that suggests he's like a sex trafficker. So he believes that Mr. Combs was responsible for the Molotov cocktail that exploded inside his Porsche 911. Mr. Combs' lawyer said he was simply not involved. A rapper recounted one morning where he got a frightened phone call. Yeah. Mescudi said he called Mr. Combs, cursed at him, and asked whether or not he was at his house. He testified, "I'm over here waiting for you." Returning to his house, blah, blah, blah. Shortly after the fire. Yeah, nothing really new. That's still crazy, though, man. Who's this guy? George Kaplan, Mr. Combs' private jet, manager of the luxury hill. Yeah, it was Greg Kaplan was the guy we were just reading about, that he had been subpoenaed to appear at the trial and that he was testifying under immunity from the court. I desperately did not want to come here today. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this was his assistant. Said he heard Miss Ventura. So it's probably going to be like, I was not comfortable or aligned with the physical behavior that had been going on or that I had seen pieces of. He still expressed admiration. Jesus, man. Like, I don't know that I'd go that far. You know what I mean? Like, he clearly, like, got to him. Isn't there a bunch of rumors, like, Diddy was witness tampering? Like, he was calling people from, jail. Denied bail for the third time over serious risk of witness tampering. And, like, of course there's people on the outside that could just be doing this anyway. So it's like, I mean, I'm not saying it should, like, he should still be denied bail, but let's be real about this stuff, man. He's got to have enough money still, right? I don't know that his assets were seized or whatever, but, like, he's able to get to people, right? He's got a crew of people doing it on the outside, right? And it's not that hard to, like, basically be autonomous, right? Like, the people on the outside are just like, oh yeah, we got to go after these people. It's pretty straightforward. In a bail hearing, this is the old stuff. Explosion. I wanted to fight him. Ooh, man, he's looking good with that little dangly earring, huh? Little dangly one. Opened up with his relationship about Cassie. We were friends and dated briefly. I didn't think she was still dealing with him, he said, detailing that in December of that year, Ventura called him stressed, nervous, and scared, revealing that Combs had found out about their relationship. Message he shared after Pig, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so nothing crazy, but man, that dude's going away for a long time. I wonder if he'll try to break out, what's his name style? I can't even think of it. The drug lord guy. El Chapo. You think he's going to break out El Chapo style? I mean, he probably could, right? Or is he going to end up dead? You think he's going to end up dead? Like, what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein, right? Because the sex trafficking ring is not gonna let that schniz fly. Maybe. I feel like I feel like it's pretty. It's like a 50-50 shot, right? He's either gonna, go the way of Jeffrey Epstein or El Chapo, right? I don't think he's getting. I mean, I think he'll get convicted. I just don't think, he's gonna stick around that long after that, right? He'll either get or try to escape. Something like that's gonna happen.